Despite his awkward on-screen presence, Ed Sullivan became a pivotal figure in television, celebrated for his ability to discover and showcase talent. An appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show was often a ticket to stardom, yet behind the glitz and glamour lay a world filled with surprising stories. One such story involves a singer who left Sullivan feeling repulsed. This incident not only shocked audiences but also revealed the complexities of Sullivan's character. Known for his tough demeanor, he had a reputation for being critical, especially when it came to performances that pushed boundaries. The clash between Sullivan and this particular artist highlighted the tension between traditional values and the evolving landscape of music. As the singer took the stage, their bold style and provocative lyrics clashed with Sullivan's expectations, leading to a memorable confrontation. This moment not only changed the trajectory of the singer's career, but also exposed the underlying conflicts that simmered behind the scenes of the show. The fallout from this encounter would echo through the industry, reshaping perceptions of both the artist and the host. The dynamics of their relationship serve as a reminder of the challenges faced by those who dared to defy convention in a time of strict norms. As we delve deeper into this story, we uncover the layers of rivalry, artistic expression, and the personal struggles that defined Ed Sullivan's legacy. Ed Sullivan was not only a talented athlete, but also a person who cherished the bonds he formed with his teammates. The spirit of sportsmanship and camaraderie inspired him to become a vocal champion for racial and social equality. Engaging in sports helped him build strong connections on the field, which positively influenced his personal life. One of the most significant relationships he developed was with Olympic swimmer Sybil Bauer. From the very beginning, the two were a fantastic match, sharing a deep connection that blossomed into love. After just a few months of dating, they became engaged, filled with dreams of a bright future together. However, their love story took a tragic turn when Bauer was diagnosed with cancer. Despite their hopes and plans, she sadly passed away at the young age of 23. This heartbreaking loss left a profound impact on Sullivan, shaping his views on life and love in ways he could never have anticipated. The memory of their time together remained a cherished part of his life, reminding him of the beauty and fragility of love. After the tragic death of Bauer, Sullivan found himself in a deep state of grief that would take him 2 long years to fully recover from. During this time, he struggled with his emotions and the void left in his life. As his heart began to mend, he met Sylvia Weinstein, a woman who seemed to offer him a second chance at love. However, their relationship faced a significant hurdle. Sullivan's Jewish family did not approve of Sylvia's Irish Catholic heritage, which created tension and conflict between them. For a considerable period, the couple chose to hide Sullivan's true last name, pretending it was Solomon to avoid familial scrutiny. This deception weighed heavily on them, but they eventually decided to come clean about their identities. In 1930, after overcoming the disapproval and challenges, Sullivan and Sylvia married, marking a new chapter in his life filled with hope and love. The newlyweds seemed to be on track for a beautiful family life. Just a month into their marriage, the couple discovered that Sylvia was pregnant. This news filled their hearts with joy and excitement. 9 months later, they welcomed a lovely baby girl into the world. They named her Betty, a tribute to Sullivan's mother, who had passed away just a few months before. With their private lives brimming with happiness, the new parents looked forward to their happily ever after. They envisioned a life filled with laughter, love, and cherished moments as they navigated the early days of parenthood. However, they had no clue that Sullivan's growing involvement in the entertainment industry would significantly influence their family goals and aspirations. As Sullivan's career began to take off, the dynamics of their family life would inevitably change, bringing both challenges and opportunities that they had not anticipated. The couple's dreams of a simple, joyful family life would soon intertwine with the complexities of fame and the demands of the entertainment world, shaping their journey in ways they could not foresee. Following his high school athletic achievements, Ed Sullivan decided it was time for a professional move. He wanted to work in the journalism and entertainment industry, so he became a sports reporter. His passion for sports and writing quickly led him to significant opportunities. It wasn't long before he was writing for major publications like the Evening Graphic and the New York Daily News. His column, Little Old New York, contributed significantly to his notoriety. This column was known for tempting readers with salacious information from the entertainment industry, capturing the attention of many. Sullivan's unique style and ability to blend sports with entertainment news made him a popular figure. His work not only showcased his talent, but also helped shape the way entertainment news was presented to the public. As he continued to write, he became a trusted source for the latest gossip and happenings in the world of entertainment, solidifying his place in the industry. In 1964, Ed Sullivan had a remarkable opportunity for music lovers across the United States. He invited a lesser-known band from Liverpool to perform on his popular television show. Although this group had already gained fame in the United Kingdom, they were eager to break into the American market and achieve even greater success. The band in question was none other than the Beatles. Their debut appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show became a historic moment in music history, drawing an astonishing 74 million viewers. To put this into perspective, the total population of the United States at that time was around 191 million people. This means that nearly 40% of the entire country tuned in to watch the performance. The impact of this event was profound, as it not only launched the Beatles into superstardom in America, but also marked the beginning of the British invasion in the music scene. Ed Sullivan's decision to feature the Beatles changed the landscape of popular music forever, making it a pivotal moment in television and cultural history. The excitement surrounding their performance created a lasting legacy that continues to influence artists and entertain fans to this day. With the passage of time, it became clear that Ed Sullivan had a penchant for keeping grudges, and his quarrel with singer Buddy Holly was a prime example. Sullivan made it plain that there was no love lost between the two when he welcomed Holly on his program by purposely mispronouncing his name on live TV. This act was not just a slip of the tongue, it was a deliberate jab that highlighted the tension between them. The explanation behind this animosity stemmed from Holly's refusal to modify some of the lines in his hit song Oh Boy, which Sullivan believed were improper. This disagreement over artistic expression created a rift that Sullivan seemed unwilling to mend. As it turns out, this incident was just one of many grudges Sullivan would hold against various celebrities throughout his career. His tendency to harbor resentment often overshadowed his role as a promoter of talent, revealing a complex side to the man who was known for showcasing some of the biggest names in entertainment. Sullivan's feuds, particularly with Holly, serve as a reminder of the personal dynamics that can exist behind the scenes in the world of show business. One such event demonstrated how far Sullivan was ready to go when someone rubbed him the wrong way. The television show convinced famous comic Jackie Mason to commit to 6 performances for an estimated $45,000 in 1964. However, during his appearance on the program, Mason made a pointing motion at Sullivan while performing. Sullivan interpreted this gesture as an insult, believing that Mason had given him the middle finger. This misunderstanding led to Sullivan canceling Mason's residency on the show. The fallout from this incident sparked a protracted court struggle that became known as the Finger Incident. The legal battle highlighted the tensions between the two men and showcased Sullivan's sensitivity to perceived slights. The situation escalated, drawing public attention and media coverage as both sides presented their arguments. The Finger Incident not only affected Mason's career, but also illustrated the complexities of show business relationships and the potential for misunderstandings to lead to significant consequences. When Jim Morrison and the Doors appeared on Ed Sullivan's show, tensions arose over the lyrics of their hit song Light My Fire. Sullivan, known for his conservative approach to television, was concerned about the line "Girl, we couldn't get much higher." He believed it hinted at drug use and requested that the band change the lyrics for their performance. Morrison, embodying his rebellious spirit, agreed to the request but had no intention of following through. When the moment came to perform, he sang the song as it was originally written, much to Sullivan's dismay. The host was furious, feeling that Morrison had disrespected his authority and the show's standards. This incident marked a significant clash between the counterculture of the 1960s and the more traditional values of mainstream media. Sullivan's anger led him to vow never to invite Morrison and the Doors back on his show, highlighting the growing divide between rock music and television's conservative gatekeepers. The fallout from this event underscored the tensions of the era, as artists like Morrison pushed boundaries, while producers like Sullivan sought to maintain control over their platforms. Bob Dylan was another artist that faced censorship from Ed Sullivan. Sullivan, known for his influential television show, attempted to persuade Dylan to tone down the political messages in his songs and performances. This was during a time when Dylan was rising in popularity, and his music often reflected the social and political issues of the day. However, Sullivan's strategy to soften Dylan's message did not succeed. Dylan, who was an aspiring singer at the time, was deeply committed to his artistic vision and was unwilling to compromise his music for the sake of television ratings or audience approval. In a bold move, he decided to leave the performance at the last minute. He expressed his feelings clearly, stating that if he could not play his song as he intended, he would rather not appear on the show at all. This incident highlighted the tension between artistic integrity and commercial expectations, showcasing Dylan's dedication to his craft and his refusal to conform to external pressures. The clash between Sullivan's desire for a more palatable performance and Dylan's commitment to his message serves as a significant moment in the history of music and television, illustrating the challenges artists often face when navigating the demands of the entertainment industry. Unlike Bob Dylan, several musicians, including the Rolling Stones, cooperated with Ed Sullivan's request before performing. When the British rockers were set to perform their hit, "Let's Spend the Night Together," Sullivan urged them to change the title line to "Let's Spend Some Time Together." The Stones agreed to this alteration, but they made it clear that they were not happy about it. Mick Jagger, the lead singer, would roll his eyes every time he had to sing the modified line, showing his frustration with the situation. Sullivan, known for his strict control over performances on his show, was obviously irritated by this behavior. Despite the tension, he still invited the Rolling Stones back for future appearances, demonstrating the band's popularity and Sullivan's willingness to overlook their antics for the sake of entertainment. This dynamic between the producer and the band highlighted the clash between artistic expression and television standards during that era. Some of Sullivan's views were well documented since they occurred on stage, while others remained hearsay and became the stuff of Hollywood folklore. Sullivan is said to have blacklisted notable figures such as Steve Allen, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, and Jack Parr, among others. Most of these feuds were never given a meaningful context, leaving audiences to speculate about the reasons behind them. People undoubtedly enjoyed guessing the causes for these disputes and spreading tales about them, which only added to the intrigue surrounding Sullivan's relationships with these stars. The stories often took on a life of their own, becoming part of the larger narrative of show business. Even still, it's fair to assume that we'll never know if these disputes were real or made up. The ambiguity surrounding these blacklists has contributed to the mystique of Sullivan's legacy, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction in the world of entertainment. The allure of these stories continues to captivate those interested in the behind-the-scenes drama of television history. It took 2 years to resolve the finger incident, a moment that would change everything for Mason. After this long period, he returned to the program, but nothing was ever the same again. The incident had left a mark on his career that was hard to shake off. Mason later revealed some details about the encounter to Vanity Fair, shedding light on how the conflict affected him. He described the gesture as something that haunted him, saying it effectively ended his career for at least 10 to 15 years. Back then, having an image associated with something filthy could wipe out a person's career in an instant. The stigma attached to that moment lingered, and Mason felt the weight of it in every opportunity he lost. The entertainment industry was unforgiving, and the perception of him changed drastically. The fallout from that incident was not just a temporary setback. It reshaped his entire professional life, leaving him to navigate a landscape that had turned hostile. The repercussions were profound, and Mason's reflections on the incident revealed the deep scars it left behind. While Sullivan did sometimes dispute with some of his guests, these instances were much outweighed by favorable occurrences. Sullivan welcomed many performances with open arms, showcasing a wide range of talent on his show. His adoration for performers was not limited to renowned singers and bands. One standout example was Liberace, who quickly became a fan favorite on the program. Liberace's flamboyant character, great abilities, and willingness to inject comedic elements into his performances captivated audiences. His unique style and showmanship brought a vibrant energy to the show, making each appearance memorable. Sullivan's ability to embrace such diverse talents helped create a rich tapestry of entertainment that appealed to many viewers. The dynamic between Sullivan and his guests often led to unexpected moments, adding an element of surprise to the program. This blend of talent and personality made the show a beloved staple in American television history. It's not easy to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but Ed Sullivan didn't stop there. Throughout his career, Sullivan was considered an unorthodox figure, known for his unrepentant actions and unsmiling visage. Ironically, this unique demeanor was also the reason everyone, including critics, adored him. His ability to connect with audiences and showcase a variety of talent made him a beloved figure in entertainment. Sullivan garnered several prestigious awards for his efforts in the business, including a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Variety Series, a Golden Globe Award for Television Achievement, and a Peabody Award. These accolades reflect his significant impact on television and the arts. He demonstrated that having a distinct style and thinking outside the box could lead to greatness. Sullivan's legacy continues to inspire those in the entertainment industry, proving that authenticity and creativity can resonate deeply with audiences. After more than 2 decades of broadcasting The Ed Sullivan Show, it was time for Ed to call it quits. This decision was not easy for him. The show began as a tiny and modest program but grew to catapult him to unfathomable heights. It established him as a true celebrity and solidified his status as one of Hollywood's best presenters. Throughout the years, Ed showcased countless talents, from musicians to comedians, and became a household name. His unique style and ability to connect with the audience made the show a staple of American television. However, all good things must come to an end, and Ed was ready to take a step back, relax, and enjoy a peaceful family life. He envisioned spending more time with loved ones and enjoying the simple pleasures of life away from the spotlight. Unfortunately, destiny had other ideas for him. His time away from the stage was brief, as the allure of show business and the call of the audience proved too strong to resist. In 1974, Sullivan faced a devastating diagnosis that would change the course of his life. He was found to have advanced esophageal cancer, a condition that left him with little time to spare. This diagnosis came just 3 years after he had retired from the television industry, a world that had been his home for decades. The news of his illness was not just a personal blow. It was a heavy burden for his family as well. They believed it was crucial to keep the true extent of his illness a secret from him. Their intention was to protect his mental health during this difficult time. They wanted him to find peace and comfort in his final days, away from the relentless glare of the public eye. Sullivan had spent much of his life in the spotlight, entertaining millions, and now it was time for him to be surrounded by those who genuinely cared for him. His family aimed to create a serene environment, allowing him to focus on what truly mattered in his last moments. They understood that he deserved this quiet time, free from the pressures and expectations that had defined his career. The decision to shield him from the harsh realities of his condition was made with love and compassion, ensuring that he could spend his remaining days in a way that honored his legacy and the joy he had brought to so many. The cancer spread far quicker than anyone expected. Ed Sullivan died at the age of 73, only a few weeks after receiving his diagnosis. His passing shocked many, as he had been a prominent figure in American entertainment for decades. More than 3,000 people gathered at St. Patrick's Cathedral for Sullivan's funeral, a testament to his impact on the industry and the lives he touched. Among the attendees were some of the celebrities from his famous hit list, showcasing the wide range of talent he had brought to the forefront of American culture. Despite the controversies and feuds that marked his career, no one could say anything negative about Sullivan. His ability to connect with audiences and showcase diverse talents made him a beloved figure. His influence on the American entertainment business is undeniable, as he helped shape the careers of many artists and entertainers. The legacy he left behind continues to resonate, reminding everyone of the power of television and live performance in bringing people together. Everything is fair in love, war, and show business, a sentiment echoed by many in the industry, including Jackie Mason. He paid tribute to Ed Sullivan, the late TV personality who had a significant impact on his career, even if it was not always positive. Mason shared with Vanity Fair that he admired Sullivan's life and work, recognizing the complexity of his character. He noted that Sullivan's confrontational nature often stemmed from his own insecurities. Despite their professional differences, Mason described Sullivan as a wonderful guy, emphasizing that he was the nicest and classiest man in show business. Mason recalled how Sullivan would become increasingly passionate throughout his performances, showcasing his dedication to the craft. Interestingly, Sullivan was known to be nervous before each show, a testament to his desire for perfection. He wanted every performance to be flawless, reflecting his commitment to entertaining the audience. This drive for excellence is what made Sullivan a memorable figure in television history.